If you have been following this channel for quite a while, you would have noticed that, look, I kind of tend to use very new packaging for my stuff. I actually do encourage you also to do the same, because sometimes when you want to recycle cartons, it might not be in the best condition. It might already be kind of worn out. And first of all, the advantage of you using new stuff is that you have cartons that are in very, very good condition. Nothing torn, nothing broken. Just give me a moment. I need my sellotape so that I can actually keep packing this PC while I share you guys some very good and valuable tips. All right. So I tend to use only new packaging for my stuff, because only by doing so, you have this chance to actually use very solid materials that are not being broken, materials that don't have any sign of wear and tear. Because if somebody actually sends you a packet already with a carton, then the person must have taped it around, and it just doesn't look so presentable, especially when you sell items like this item that I sell. These are items in very good condition. They are expensive because somebody pays you 400 euros, for example, or $400, depending on where you live. The person expects to see, a package in a very, very good condition. Nobody wants to get. I'm just going to show you an example. This was a computer that was returned to me some few days ago. The video has been made right now. Inside of the computer are just junks, all right? They are old cartons, and actually open for you guys to see. They are just old cartons and all sorts of junks in there. But what I'm trying to say is this. Just imagine that I have a computer to ship out, and I want to recycle packaging materials. In this case, I have to use this carton. If you take a look at these cartons, there are already signs of wear and tear. I hope you can see that. I hope the camera picks that. There are already signs of wear and tear on the side of the cartons. If you take a look at this corner, even though it's supposed to be a very good thick carton, but it's already falling apart. Here it's kind of broken. There's a mark here, and then there are so many sellotapes, the rest of sellotape that was used by the previous, owner. So if you want to send out a 600 euros or a $600 item, it makes no sense for you to use stuff like this. Yes, it might be a little bit expensive. It's going to eat on your profit, because I understand that profit is all we are all striving to have. But the thing is, please, if you must send out an expensive item to a buyer, somebody that has trusted you so much as to give you a lot of money, please ensure that you use presentable cartons. Go out of your way to buy cartons. It might be a little bit expensive. It doesn't matter when you are making your price or when you are creating your offer. Just factor in this cost into the final price of the item. In this way, you can actually be sending items to your buyers and still be happy, because one of the reasons why people want to cut corners is that they have not sold the item for the right price. And because of that, they just want to cut corners to make sure that, look, they still profit as much as they can. All right. But the thing is, make sure you get good quality cartons. I've got quite a number of them here, just a lot. You see, I'm just going to show you how a good quality carton should look like. See, it's going to be like this. Exactly. Very clean. Take a look at the back, front and back, everything looking super crisp. I don't know if the camera can catch that. Take a look at it. Everything looking super presentable. You see, this is something you want to spend money buying to ship out an item that somebody has paid a lot of money for. All right. But then I don't understand that there are sometimes it's not just possible for you to get, new cartons. I want to show you something I plan to recycle. This is a packaging that was used to send me an item by one of my many suppliers. If you take a look at this carton, it doesn't have any previous sellotape on the side. So, and the carton still looks very much in shape. Take a look at the inside. Everything looks very clean. And there are a lot of packaging materials that will actually, give you the option of protecting the item you are trying to ship out, So it's one of the rare cases I will actually recycle a carton or a packaging material for computers, In this case, because this carton still looks very much in a very good condition, there are no previous sellotape. Nothing is broken. Take a look at the side. Take a look at the inside. These are just pieces of the protecting materials, which I really do not need, So on this particular occasion, I'm going to be making an exception to use this carton to actually repack this computer. Ideally, I should take a very new carton to do this, but because I saw this I saw that the carton has double walls. If you take a look at it, direct double walls, exactly what I preach on the channel. It has double walls, something you can actually use to protect this kind of computer. So I'm just going to take a computer like this and drop it inside. And if you take a look, there are a lot of protection possibilities for this PC right here. All right. So this is one of the very rare situations I would actually go ahead to recycle, already used cartons to send out my PC, because I know that when I finish packing this PC, I'm just going to get one more protection and put on this side right here. This also was in the packaging material, so I'm going to drop that in. So everything looks very, very legit. All right. You see, it looks super tough, and I'm just going to get the cables, which are right here, drop the cable inside so that when the buyer receives this PC, he or she doesn't have to write me and start to ask me, why didn't you include a cable in my package? And then the last thing I want to get is the invoice, because if you sell as a business seller, you are kind of obligated to give your buyers an invoice, and that goes right there. In this way, I can actually go ahead and close this carton. Like I said, this is the rare situations where I would recycle a carton when the carton in itself still looks very much solid. No, this tape kind of screams a lot. Also have to take something that is more solid. The problem I always have is that I tend to look for things a lot, and now sellotape. Gladly, I have found it. All right. So you're going to go ahead, begin to close your carton. All right. If you do a good job in closing this, nobody will be able to tell that you just recycled packaging materials. So if you are thinking of recycling packaging materials, understand that not every packaging material will actually be recycled. Always make sure to work with packaging materials that still look very presentable, nothing broken, there are no signs of wear and tear. And if you do that, customers are going to be excited. They're going to be happy when they receive the items you send to them, because if I am a buyer, I have paid 600 euros for a particular computer, I want to see something that would make me happy. I don't want to see something that as soon as I receive it, I'm already very angry. In the next video, I'm actually going to be talking about sellotapes that you should use for projects like this. When I started selling on eBay many years ago, I made a lot of mistakes, using sellotapes that were not actually able to do the job that we're supposed to do, But right now that I've gotten so many experience doing this thing over and over and over and again, I think I can talk to you guys about the kind of sellotape that you should use for, difficult projects like this. All right. So if you have done everything correctly, it should actually look like this. Beautiful. If you want to do a better job, you can actually go ahead and just close the side, because sometimes if the driver is not so careful, and it's raining while making deliveries, water can actually come in through the side, and it won't be a good thing if your PC gets in contact with water. All right. So if you want to do this, make sure you are always thinking of presentation. How do you present whatever you are selling to your buyer in such a way that whenever they receive it, they will be glad to come back to your shop? The worst thing that you can do is to sell somebody something, and then the person receives it and says, I am never going back to that shop, never again in my life. This is something I always want to avoid. Sometimes while doing it, you might have to, sometimes eat into your profit, but this is what it is. Like I always say on this channel, business is such that sometimes you win some and sometimes you lose some. I hope this video has helped you. It wasn't planned in any way, because sometimes if you are a busy person, you have to just look for a way to bypass this video making process, which is to make the video. Doesn't matter how it looks, but the main thing is just strive as much as possible to give out value while you are making the content. So this is exactly what I will be sending out. Hopefully this package arrives shortly after Christmas, and I will be able to get a feedback in terms of review from the buyer that everything went as it should. I hope this video helps you. If it did, click on the like button, subscribe to the channel. Until I see you again in the next one, peace.